Shalom Akim Hono, all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I'm going to get on to this article about this horned fool right here in the middle who's been in the news for the last month. You know, he's been in a bunch of these rallies, especially the ones in Arizona, and he's dressed like this thing right here. And they Simpsons had a episode of the same type of character, all the way to the teeth, with the horns, the flag, the fur coming off the side of his head. So it's safe to say that once again, art is imitating life, or vice versa. You know, because it's all Esau's staged show. Truthfully, it's the Lord's stage show, but he's giving Esau the lead actor role right now, so to speak. And I was just trying to always figure out, like, who is this guy, man? So about a solid week ago, I seen a little video about where he was from and everything. He's from like Arizona, and he's been doing the rallies down in Arizona. And Vice did a little special and led all the way up to the day of them storming the Capitol. So he was at the rallies in Arizona. He was at the rallies in Arizona all the way up to the day of the storming of the Capitol. And now all of a sudden, the people in Arizona were still out there, and they look on TV, and he's there. And they were wondering why he wasn't at the rally that day in Arizona. So they didn't know that one of their own was going to Washington to partake in the storming of the Capitol, which I find ironic, you know, because if you see in the video how buddy-buddy they are, they're talking with each other. I'm talking about him and the people at the Trump rally in Arizona. You know, they're all buddy-buddy. They know him. He knows them. Everything's, you know, on up and up. Even though at these same rallies, whether it be at the Trump rallies, you know, you had these different groups that were there, and nobody was the same. Nobody had the same agenda, I should say. Even with this guy right here with the horns in the middle, once again, when he was in the Capitol, they had footage of him just howling and stuff. And the Proud Boys run up on him and say, "Hey, man, calm down, man. That's not what we're here for." You know, and once again, he just goes off the howling and stuff. And then you look down, the cameraman goes down. You see these Edomites kick back the pictures, the pictures that they got them kicked back on the desk. Some of them carrying stuff, and they had to holler down at them, let them know, "Hey, man, put that stuff back. That's not what we're here for. You know, that's not what we're here for." You know, but you know, so basically, what I'm saying is everybody had their own agenda as usual. You know, whenever you go to these little weird, or hear about these little weird meetings, is always our get-togethers. Proud Boys, 5%ers, BLM. Everybody has their own agenda. Everybody is there for their own reasoning. Nobody's there for the same thing, you know, for the most part, you know. But yeah, so I just wanted to get into this. Let me read a little bit, because we're gonna even bump into some lies here. But let me bring this out real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity. And here it is, man. You know, this is pure folly. Why would they allow, you know, this guy is here just for the press, you know, for the most part. He's an agent provocateur type. I'm going to point out some points that's going to lead to that too as well. It's lucky. But he says, a man photographed wearing face paint in a horned headdress during the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol said he would be willing to testify at the former President Trump's impeachment trial in February, his attorney told the Associated Press. So here's another thing, too, that you got to realize. Trump is already out of office. They have already sworn in a new president. Why are they continuously hell-bent on impeaching somebody who's already out of office? Adding on to more, you know, something that you should think about. But, you know, the people, they just listen to what Dan Rathers in the night news has to say about, you know, has to say about something, and they'll go and run with it. So he says, Jacob Kaslan, who is known as the QAnon shaman. Now, that's another red flag. We have a bunch of red flags here going on, because now his name is changed to Jacob Kaslan. I'm going to show you another, I Wikipedia'd him and found out his name was something different. But, you know, just adding on, this is either agent, somebody they made up, you know, because, like I say, the Arizona rally was going on. People looked around. They looked on TV. My man right here was storming the Capitol. And they were like, whoa, hey, wasn't he just here yesterday? And I'm like, yeah, he was here yesterday. He just left out last night or something. He made it to Washington. So who gave you the go-ahead to come to Washington? Those are the things that we're questioning. We're questioning everything. He says would be willing to testify that he was incited to allegedly storm the Capitol by then president, according to attorney Albert Watkins. QAnon shaman is the name that referenced the far-right conspiracy theory as QAnon. All right, here's another thing, too. I thought you were there for Trump. Now you're testifying against Trump. So these people are divided, man. These people are divided. Now here's so now they're trying to put this Anthony Kansley part. They're trying to add that part on because when you read about him, Jake Ansley, that's his first. So he say Jacob Anthony Ansley Kansley. Those are 4 parts to his name, man. So let me read. It says, and Yellowstone Wolf. That's what his nickname is too. QAnon Shaman, Q Shaman, and Yellowstone Wolf is an American conspiracy theorist, actor, number one thing, actor, author, and activist who participated in the 2021 storming of the United States Capitol. He is a supporter of former President Donald Trump and proponent of the QAnon conspiracy theory. Now, if you ever hear this joker talk, he just blurs out different things, which also allows me to, he was in the military. I'm going to go down his Wikipedia in 1 second. He was an actor. You got to keep that in mind because he's doing a lot of acting. And here's his full name once again. He went to college, his military service. He had 2 years in the military, in the Navy. I read somewhere he was in the Marines. So he saw right now he's doing a lot of cleaning up and just trying to straighten up his lies as much as he can. He says that as an activist, Angela has participated in demonstrations in the Phoenix area since at least 2019. He has attended rallies promoting various conspiracy theories, supporting Donald Trump, supporting the environment, and has counter-protested at Black Lives Matter rallies. He has self-published 2 books. After being photographed taking part in a storming of the Capitol, Angeli was arrested on January 9th on federal charges of knowing, entering, or remaining in a restricted building or grounds without lawful authority, and with violent entry and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds. So, this guy, Esau, let me bring this out real fast. This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. My man just gave you three or four different names. Now it's Jacob Angeli. An article a second ago I read it was Anthony Kansley. They said he was right here. This article saying he's in the Navy. Another article I read, he was in the Marines. Just more of Esau's lies, man. And he's trying to cover up. But I just wanted to point out that these clowns, that you see on TV, we're being, to just keep in mind that this is one big movie that we're in, and it's good to just be on the Lord's side, man. Let me bring this out. This is Psalms. This is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory, man. So that's who we're going to wait for. We're not going to fall for any of these shenanigans that's going on, whether it be the storming of the Capitol, protesting with Black Lives Matter, or any other of these groups that's out there. But I just wanted to point that out, to how we have these different actors that are amongst the people, or amongst these different groups acting out. And, when you see something weird like this, you just got to do your research. You'll find out. I don't want to continue on too long. I just wanted to bring this out real fast. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Maki.